fine.
It's off.
Okay, we good?
Yeah, whenever you are.
All right. Hello and welcome to the second episode of the Who Day podcast. I'm Jacob Houston, joined by Casey Jeffries. Casey, how are we feeling today?
I'm feeling good. We've got a fun special guest for us. It's going to be an exciting episode. Before we get into our special guests, we've got to introduce, as you all saw on the Instagram, our third co-host. He's now officially a part of the team. Why don't you go ahead and introduce him?
Cohen Davis, why don't you come join us? He is now officially joining the team. Hello guys, he'll be here every week.
I mean, everyone liked him so much that everyone wanted him back on as a co-host. That's not really true, but all right.
Ouch.
Let's talk.
That's good.
Alabama, Georgia was this past weekend. What do we think, guys? We were all three sitting together. The three co-hosts were all together. What do we think?
That's the greatest game that we will ever attend, I believe. It was absolutely incredible. Good to get the dub. Would have been a horrible letdown if we'd lost, but it was a good victory. Alabama still owns Georgia. What about you, Tom?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to win the national championship. Georgia, Carson Beck is... Second half, Carson Beck was great. First half, Carson Beck was pathetic.
Yeah, when we went up 28-0, I was thinking, like, greatest team of all time.
Mm-hmm.
We let them storm back. They took a lead, and then Ryan Williams decided to vanish that. That's not the debate that the Who Day podcast fandom has been waiting for, though.
It's not.
Last Friday, we discussed the Saints and the Falcons played on Sunday.
Did they really?
Rise
yeah,
up.
I thought they canceled
Rise
the game.
up.
They played.
The hurricane.
My companions here in the middle, Saints fan, far right, Falcons fan. Falcons won. Cohen, we'll start with
Cohen,
you.
yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah, start
I
with
mean,
you.
there's not much else you can say. I mean, the better team was always going to come out on top. And I believe that was proven in the game. We sort of just dominated. Our offense, we didn't know how to come out on the field for real on offense. I mean, we didn't score a single offensive touchdown. That just proves how bad the Saints are. And so there's not much else to say. Derek Carr is poverty. Saints are poverty.
They're the
Dennis
same
Allen.
player.
Yeah.
Dennis Allen is... he's a terrible head coach. Couldn't beat...
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, could beat Raheem Morris. Falcons are just better.
Yeah. It's never a fun day when you lose to Cohen Davis. You're at a extreme disadvantage when you give the team 14 points. Gifted, basically. And yes, we did not give up a defensive touchdown and still lost the game. So it's hard to see such a positive start, 2-0 start to the season and then go 2-2. But we will prove the doubters wrong in Arrowhead on Monday. So I'm looking forward to that.
I didn't realize it was in Arrowhead.
It is in Arrowhead.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
gosh.
gonna be a rough game, but the Chiefs have to lose eventually. We're not gonna go 17-0. Why not us?
Falcons are looking to take the NFC South lead this Thursday against the Bucs.
It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Big game that we saw yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yep. Yesterday was the Falcons-Bucks game. Y'all know. Y'all know before us.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy game.
The team that won.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, we went to 1-3. I don't really want to talk about it. We won. Whatever. We haven't lost since the Who Day podcast has been a thing. Who
That's
Day.
good. Yeah. Good luck.
No pun intended. Our guest. We've got a special guest for you guys today.
He's very excited to be on here.
My intro to coaching basketball classmate, my 3-time intramural teammate, one of my good friends, Brett Rush. Come on, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, brother, of course. We are excited. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Brett Rush.
Brett Rush, Casey's best friend, Jacob's best friend. Not as much Cohen,
Not Cohen's.
so I'm really just here for y'all, not Cohen.
Okay.
Okay.
Love to hear it.
All right, go ahead and tell us a little bit what it was like growing up in Thompson.
Alabaster.
I grew up in
Alabaster. Sorry,
Jacob
sorry.
is not from Alabama. He does
Yeah,
not
no,
know
I don't
that.
know.
Oh, God.
I'm just a city boy.
Well, I'm not from Alabaster. You should know that.
Well, that's
You should do
awesome.
your research. I'm
Yeah.
from Calera, Alabama.
He now lives in Jemison.
I'm from Calera, Alabama.
Okay.
Thompson was not a poverty school, like Columbiana or Thorsby.
Columbiana's not a school either.
We had money. We had like good athletics. We got an education, so that was all nice.
buddy, if I was born 25 minutes down the road, I could be saying the same thing.
But
Okay.
you're not. You're lake scum. in
Wow.
Canada.
Okay.
I really don't like our
Okay,
our
all right.
special guest today. Anyways, with that being said, I've got a question for you. Just a random starter question. Let's get what he's feeling. You had this from him.
Yes,
It's
sir.
been wandering eyes.
This guy.
Okay. He's in my intro to coaching basketball class. He is the second best basketball coach on this couch.
Honestly.
Last week, we talked about some college basketball coaches and their tributes to the game. I want to hear your top 5 college basketball blue blood schools.
Do they have to be blue?
Yeah, they have to be blue.
Okay.
Would you include one that isn't blue though, like in Indiana?
Well, we'll
or-
see. We'll
okay,
see.
cool.
All right. Duke, Kentucky, Auburn, North Carolina, UConn.
I like how you feel
Auburn?
Tigers
Yeah,
in
of
there.
course.
Okay, so walk me through Auburn. Oh, wait, you said
Auburn. Tigers.
so you said Duke, Kentucky,
Yeah.
Auburn,
Yeah.
North Carolina, UConn.
No, sorry, Kansas, not UConn. I changed my mind.
You think Auburn is a better basketball school than UConn?
Of course. To be a basketball school, it's not about winning.
It's about family.
It's about the family. It's about thinking you're good.
I can't tell if he's being serious.
So-
UConn has 6. UCLA as well, by the way.
Yeah.
They're like the
But
quintessential.
like,
blue
where
blood.
is even UCLA? Like, where is UConn? Auburn is Auburn. Like Auburn. So it has to be a blue blood.
Anybody else completely
is.
disagree with him here?
I disagree, but he's the special
Auburn,
guest. So.
Auburn is Auburn.
Yeah.
Auburn's a family.
What are we
Therefore,
even
that
talking
makes them a
about?
blue blood.
What are we even talking about?
So Auburn's.
I thought Duke would have been the controversial one. Why are we talking about
okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well,
so he's a troll.
Like
So-
Duke's like a new blood. You know
So
what I
we
mean?
don't think UConn is special after 6 rings since 1999.
UConn? Like Connecticut? I mean Connecticut
Connecticut. University of Connecticut, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
what's their stadium name? Exactly. What's Auburn's stadium name? Why do you know one or the other?
Because we're in Alabama.
Because it's a blue
no,
blood.
because we're in Alabama.
Because everyone knows the family.
They're a blue blood.
I don't
The
know
family.
UCLA
The
is
family.
either. I will say.
Does UConn
I know-
does UConn have a cool name for their fan base?
Maybe.
Do they? You don't know. They're so. Does Auburn?
Pac, mate, what-
Does Auburn?
I don't think so.
The jungle.
That's not a fan base. That's a. Okay.
It's the crowd.
I hate this. I will say the only 2 of the 7 blue bloods mentioned that I don't know the name of their stadium are UCLA and UConn. So
Thank you.
So maybe
Wow.
he's right.
So you agree?
I hate this. All right. Next question.
All right. Anyways, moving on. I personally have not seen you golf,
Okay.
but I was told that you have a 65.
I
But
do.
there are reports that come along with that it's a Mickey Mouse 65.
It's probably a Mickey Mouse. 65.
What is your response to that?
Well, I like blacked out for half of it. So
Okay.
So
Easy course or
I mean, when I play, it's
Wide open. Wide
Who-
open.
who
It's
were you
very
playing
wide
with?
open. I was playing with my dad and cousins, so it's not
Okay.
it's not 2 people. It's 3.
okay? Okay.
So there's 2 verifications of it.
Okay.
But
Were we just rolling it good or what was going?
It was Mickey Mouse. It was a little shorter,
Okay.
and it was wide open.
Did you play from the ladies or?
I don't know. I think we played like the middle tees.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
That's where we played.
But it might have been like not. It might have been like shorter than like normal white tees. So probably a little Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
But I think any non-tournament round is Mickey Mouse. I think until you do it in a tournament, it's Mickey Mouse.
What was the?
So like Kaysen, you've never had an official round of golf. Is what I'm saying.
Yes,
He's
I
also
have.
never broke 90.
I've never
There's
broke
2 of us
90.
on the couch that can say
I
they've done
don't.
that.
I don't play Frank House golf course. It's not really in my repertoire. I would break 90
What did you shoot last time at Frank House?
a 93.
What about the
last time
time
I played.
in the
BC
where-
I've played.
major
I've played a
champion
couple
check
times.
me out.
I've broke 100 at Frank House like 3 times in a row. It's been, but in the BCM major, I unfortunately fired up a 112. Let's get on
Moving on.
to the next question.
So like 30% Mickey Mouse is what I'm
Okay.
going.
30% Mickey Mouse. Okay.
So I have a question for you. I know you're a huge fan of Thorsby. So, why is Thorsby the real THS compared to Thompson being a phony baloney THS? Like, why is Thorsby
Is that
the
for
top
Kaysen?
THS? No, it's for you.
For me, I didn't know Thorsby considered themselves THS. I thought that was. honestly, I didn't think like they had enough like money to print 3 letters on the shirt or anything.
We do.
I thought y'all just had that one like goofy tea that like you copied. You have more than one.
We do.
Is it like anything? Is the tea special or anything?
Oh yeah,
Really? What's in the tea?
just some tea.
Oh, we have an arrow in our tea. Like, that's pretty cool. Like, because we're the Warriors.
Because
So
we're the Warriors.
I think that's
A warrior, a
The
rebel
Thompson
man.
Warriors.
A rebel man is
Would-
cooler than a warrior.
I have a question just regarding Thompson. I'm sure the principal of Thorsby would see Cohen on the street and say, "Hey, Cohen." The principal of Shelby County would say hello to me. Would the principal of Thompson High School have a clue who you are? Like a prayer?
That's a great question. That's the best question. I think I've met this guy before.
Has he met you?
He has met me, but I would say no.
See, that's.
If you know,
Does that confirm Thorsby's the real TA?
Thorsby is the real teenager. See, we make special bonds.
I have a question.
Family.
Family.
Yeah,
The-
family.
I think the principal of the fake THS would also know me, so that's just Mickey Mouse.
Okay,
He brings a good point.
Not the new principal,
Not the new principal.
The superintendent.
the superintendent of Shelby County.
Yeah.
You guys are both 7A, correct?
We're 2A.
6A?
I thought you
No,
were
we're 3A. We're 3A.
Yeah.
3A.
But you'd know if you listened to the first episode of the podcast. My question. Being from Calera, I'm so confused how you went to Thompson and lived in Calera. We'll get to that eventually. What reasons did you ever have for being in Columbiana? Like when you were like, your mom was like, Brett, we got to go to Columbiana. Like, what were some of the things you guys would do?
I had to get a driver's license in Columbiana.
That's awesome.
That's about it.
You ever go to court or
No.
anything? Shelby County Courthouse?
I played Magnolia Meadows a few times.
Mag Meads. If you guys, I could sit down here and have a whole podcast about Mag Meads. We could go hole for hole. It's a blast.
What's the personal record?
It's
At?
not that it's
I
not.
don't
Not good.
What would you rather go out there and play Mag Meads or Clinton?
Currently,
Well, no. Went before Mag Meads shut down.
Mag Meads.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I like your nickname for it, Mag Meads. No,
It's just a Columbiana thing.
It's not.
Okay.
You completely just came.
No, that's not. That's not true.
It's kind of got a ring to it.
Thanks.
All right, next question. You are a Jets fan.
Okay.
You
I
have
don't like where this is going.
Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback right now.
Devontae Adams is our future receiver as well.
Actually, he's coming to the Saints.
Not
But I was going to ask you what was going through your head as Aaron Rodgers went down in the first game, but instead decided to ask you Aaron Rodgers or Drew Brees. Looking at their career,
Drew
who are you
Brees is
putting
retired,
first?
so I'm taking Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, so
Good
not to go on the field. Who's had a better career?
It's Aaron Rodgers.
Why?
Well, okay. Has Drew Brees won MVP?
No, he got robbed twice.
Well,
That can't. What outside of the MVP argument?
even
What does he have?
if you give him those two MVPs, Aaron Rodgers still has two more than him.
Okay, MVPs. What else?
Aaron
What do we have?
Rodgers smokes ayahuasca. That's cool.
Okay,
Drew
he
Brees
is a cooler
does.
guy.
He is a cooler
He
guy.
is a cooler guy, I guess. Yeah,
Um,
would have voted for
He has a
RFK.
cool nickname. A-Rod.
Okay.
Drew Brees is.
Uh,
Any nickname
Don't
for
look
Drew
at
Brees?
D Breeze.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Drew Brees is short.
He is a little short. He's
Yeah.
cute. He's got a birthmark. No. Yeah. No. All right.
And yeah.
Compared to the three of us, Brett is also short.
Yeah. He's.
So that.
I don't really.
All right.
Go ahead and sit up on the. What about
No, I'm just so low. I just
Yeah, that's fair.
the 5,000-yard
He's-
seasons for Breeze? I mean, they've tied Super Bowls,
exactly. You're
career
like,
passing
oh,
touchdowns. He's got more, way more.
Aaron
I mean,
Rodgers can ball.
He's a better natural
Aaron
thrower
Rodgers,
quarterback.
one can ball, and one's like, oh, I'm gonna throw a slant.
What about? I think a category Drew's better in is knowing when to hang it up. I think Rodgers is a couple years past his
We'll see this year.
his time.
Yeah, we'll see.
Cohen, what's your thoughts?
Speaking of quarterbacks, I need to hang it up.
Matt Ryan is the GOAT.
By Brett's logic, Joe Burrow is better than Matt Ryan because Joe Burrow is still playing. And
I agree. It's good
Yeah.
logic.
who's a better quarterback, Matt Ryan or Joe Burrow?
Right now, Joe Burrow.
that settles.
All right, I have another question for you, sir. So there's rumors going around that you date a Russian. Do you think there's any possibility that
Not
she
true.
could be a Russian spy using you for intel on the U.S.?
Yes.
You heard it here first.
That's all I need to say on that.
Okay, I like the answer. I appreciate it.
No further. Okay. me and you go way back.
Yeah, of course.
Way back to the first ever flag football practice. You take me as a measly freshman,
Wow. The biggest mistake. But,
and you're like, this guy is coming to play for me.
Yeah.
You recruited me.
I didn't recruit you.
No, you didn't. Cohen recruited
my
me.
assistant
Yeah.
recruited you.
Then, I'm whatever. Then we play
That's a
basketball.
good way to describe it.
You're my teammate in basketball.
Yeah.
A
A little bit better there.
I could say the same thing about you about what you say to describe me.
Oh, you're a little bit better basketball player than you are football player.
Okay, and then
A little.
Just a little bit.
Then we went to softball, and you.
I'm not a good softball player.
No, I'm not a good softball player. It started out medium, got to my high, and then to my low. But
Medium.
I have a
below medium.
There's the
Low,
no. I was medium.
In what?
Flag football. We can argue this right now in front of the podcast.
Slightly below average. Slightly.
What is average?
Like just somebody just goes out there and runs and makes a catch.
What did I not do with that?
Couldn't agree more.
That's not an answer.
You gotta catch the ball.
I had one drop.
Yeah.
It's one too many, pal.
One drop on fourth down.
And I'm sure your quarterback threw a dime.
No, the quarterback, it was way over my
Was
head.
this a
I couldn't
playoff
bring it
game,
down.
or?
No, it was not an important game. We were winning. I had one teammate who was with me in football, basketball, and softball, and that's Brett Rush. The only one.
That's correct.
How awesome was it to get to watch me play sports, not only through like a bird's eye view, but firsthand?
I enjoyed watching you be the number one player on our basketball team.
Ouch.
That could be a
Yeah,
little bit of
that's
an
okay.
argument.
Yeah, I
We
don't.
can have that argument. Y'all can argue. That'd be fun.
With two different games here.
Yeah, I would, of course,
vote
myself.
Well, obviously, I didn't say the
But-
best. I said
But we all know what would
you
happen
took the
on
most
court.
shots.
Yeah.
That's a true statement.
I did take the
I
most
didn't
shots.
say, didn't say you were the best.
I was the best offensive player. Cohen was the best defensive player. Neither of those were really close.
I was the best encourager on the bench.
He was
This is true.
indeed.
This is
I would.
true.
I
He
would.
played some pivotal minutes in the games he played.
In fact, one time Brett was just coming in with his mop-up minutes. Played so good that I yelled at our entire bench to go sit down because Brett was staying in for me.
Thank you.
Brett, right there, started like crying tears of joy, if I remember correctly. Right?
It was the second greatest moment of my life,
What was the first?
winning the most improved in our 7th grade football team. So,
Hey, I won that my senior year at basketball. I did. Look at us.
man, what a wedding ring, man.
Huh?
Can we
Oh,
just-
wedding
Yeah,
ring.
get-
Yeah.
fill us in
So
there.
yeah, I should have done this last week. I am the only married one on the couch, which shouldn't be surprising considering the oldest here is 21, and it's not me. My story for you, girl with 18,000 followers on your fishing account on Instagram. I don't know who you are. Shout out to you though for following.
Yeah, keep commenting.
Yeah, keep commenting.
We appreciate it.
It was awesome to see that you follow us. Last year, my girlfriend got pregnant. We got married in May.
Proud of you.
Thank you. Yeah, we just had our baby. Future special guest, Ellery.
Whoa, did we just...
Sadly, she's going to
Revealing
grow
the
up a
special
Bengals
guest.
fan.
She's gonna grow up a Bengals
Really
fan.
sorry for her.
It's gonna be awesome. I have a beautiful wife, Ashley, potential guest as well if she says yes. So far, it's a yes. It's probably not gonna work out. Doesn't seem like her cup of tea, but we would love to have you. So yeah, that's where I am in life. I'm commuting to Tuscaloosa 3 days, working 2 days, spending as much time with my baby, spending as much time with my wife, and spending as much time with the boys.
Not really. I mean,
Yeah,
we
it's
only
true.
get two, yeah,
Yeah,
a little bit.
We enjoyed watching the football game together.
You know something we haven't discussed on the podcast?
What haven't we?
Those pictures we took on the Valentine's Day banquet.
Okay,
Those
so-
were absolutely incredible.
Those are great pictures.
Now we have picks. Are you ready? Are you ready to make some picks?
Okay.
So
What?
the way this is happening, we've got 5 different teams. It's me, it's Jacob, it's Cohen, it's Kyle, who we miss you, man. He had a test during filming today. We really, really, really miss you. this is not the
It's
setup we were hoping for.
5:45 p.m. Who has a test at 5:45 p.m.?
He's a
Kyle Holton.
I've
dedicated
had
student.
many tests
Yeah.
at 5.
5:45.
Me and upstairs Chase Knowles shared a class where we had tests at 5. Anyways, so guests and Cohen will have the same score because the guest was Cohen. Kyle sent me his picks. Cohen, if you want to go first, Kyle will go last.
Do we want
Messed that
to
up.
say this?
Let's see who they are.
Can we say the scores?
Sorry. And the scores.
The scores don't need to be
Me,
mentioned.
Cohen, and the guests are 4-0. Kyle,
Very efficient.
3-1, and Jacob bringing up the rear at 2-2. So, Cohen, Chiefs Saints.
You know, Saints are yet again a poverty franchise. Chiefs, back-to-back Super Bowl winners. So give me the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Arrowhead.
Right.
Oh, I pick now.
Yeah,
Give me the Saints.
there we go.
Give me the Saints. I don't like the Chiefs.
Going against the grain, though.
I just don't like the Chiefs.
Jacob, Saints fan.
I am obviously not going to pick against my team. I think we
You probably should.
probably should, but I
We
think
know you probably
Derek Carr is going to have. Historically, does he play well against the Chiefs? I think he played all right as a Raider against the Chiefs.
Historically, he's not a good quarterback. And he's still not a good
He's
quarterback.
all right. He's all right. Chiefs are down some receivers. I think we'll take him down.
should. I'm changing my pick to the Chiefs.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Good
good.
choice, good choice.
Kyle picked the Saints. He said that the Chiefs are due for a loss. Weirdly enough, now that Brett changed, it's not as weird. I also picked the Saints.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I'm tired of the Chiefs. I hate them, so I'm not picking them. I think they're due for a loss as well. I think 4-0. They could very easily be 2-2 if the refs didn't screw up the Bengals and the Falcons. Honestly,
Couldn't agree.
I hate the Chiefs. Travis Kelce, you've sucked this year, dude. I hope you're watching. I hate you, man. You're not watching.
I'm sure he's watching.
You're
I
not
heard that
watching.
the Kelseys watched last week on their podcast. They mentioned us.
Travis Kelce, if you ever watch this podcast, I want you to know how much I love you. You would be awesome. But if you don't, I hate you so much. I can't even describe how. Okay. Texas A&M, Missouri.
All right. Mizzou's going into this, the underdog. I just don't see a world where they're not undefeated after this week. So I think Mizzou's going to stay undefeated after this week.
At A&M?
At
A&M.
At A&M.
2.5 point
favored.
dogs.
Yeah.
A&M 2.5
A&M.
point
No,
dogs.
Missouri.
A&M's
Missouri.
favored, yeah.
Give me A&M.
You big just because Vegas has them?
No, just Missouri's not very good.
Okay.
I'm going to take Missouri. I tried to get cute last week and go with the underdogs, and it didn't work out too well.
Well, Missouri is the
Did you-
underdog.
I know Missouri is the underdog, but I think they should be favored. So I got Missouri.
Kyle and I both have Mizzou, again, for the same reason. They're just, I mean, I don't understand Vegas on this one. I think Texas A&M is is not a good team at all. I don't know. I think Missouri is good. I don't think they're great. I'm with you. They almost lost to Vandy. It was pathetic. But they are going to win. They're going to go to 5-0 or however much. Washington, Michigan, rematch of last year's national championship going.
You know, Will Rodgers, he's going to bring a little bit of that SEC ball to Washington. He's going to go beat Michigan. Give me Washington.
I'm going to take Michigan in a 7-3 win. There's going
Dominating
to
fashion.
be no offense. Washington's quarterback, what's his name again? Mississippi State guy.
Will
Rodgers.
Will Rodgers
Yeah.
doesn't do well against any type of good defense. I think he might have scored a total of 14 points against Alabama in his career.
Yeah.
So-
I've never seen a player so good their sophomore year, so, okay their junior year, less than okay senior year, and Will Rodgers is just going downhill, like a DJ Uyangale. He's on a DJ Uyangale run. Not as monumental, but I don't think he's great. Anyways, good.
I'm going to go with Michigan. You probably couldn't pay me money to watch this game, but we'll go with the Wolverines.
Yeah, I think Kyle and I had the same pick again. Michigan. Aren't they underdogs?
Michigan's like two,
Michigan, yeah.
3-point underdogs.
Yep.
Yeah, they're going to win. Washington got beat by Washington State. Michigan is no fun to watch. I'm with the rest of them, but they're going to win. Orgy is terrible, and he's their best quarterback. It's not fun watching Michigan, but they are going to win by 7, 10, I don't know. Last one, game day, Miami at Cal.
All right, this one. It's a hard choice, you know. Huge fan of Cal this year. Loved what they did in Jordan Hare. Loved that they walked in there and beat the Auburn Tigers. But I want to keep my record good. So I got to go with Miami and Cam Ward. I think Miami's too good to be losing to Cal. So I'm going to go Miami.
Well, you got Miami, undefeated season, playoff hopes, but then you've got the Golden Bears, you've got the communists, you've got the liberals. Give me the commies, give me Cal.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm going to go with Miami. It was horrible what was done to, was it Virginia Tech last week?
Yeah.
Really bad call. Not a fan of Cam Ward at all, but gotta improve the record. We're going with Miami.
Kyle also said Miami. He just doesn't see them. He doesn't see Cristobal finishing undefeated, but he does not see them losing here to Cal. I'm with Brett. I've got Cal. I also like what they did in Jordan Hare. I think Cam Ward is due for a game where he's awful. I think it could be argued that game against Virginia Tech, that he was awful. He just didn't look good. I like Cal. Our next segment was going to be games, and last week it was a great game of Kiss, Marry, Kill with Cohen. This week it was going to be something to do with Brett guessing what two snacks are combined, and if he lost, he had to drink a cup of, like, I don't know what we're gonna put in it: mayo, lemonade, salsa.
For some reason, he didn't want to do that.
Yeah, he didn't want to do that.
I don't know why.
Get it. Yeah.
Our viewers won't be happy with you, Brett.
Okay.
We aren't happy with you, but so we're gonna skip that segment.
Voice how you feel in the comments. Then.
Yeah. Let us know.
Also, if you want to be on this podcast, Jacob, say a random word.
Flamingo.
DM the Who Day Pod Instagram account, the word flamingo in all caps. Because, there's some people out here who say they want to be on the podcast, but they don't even watch. There's some people who didn't want to be on the podcast but didn't watch, but we just brought them on here like Brett. That's not happening again. DM flamingo in all caps if you have any interest in being on this podcast. And
serious considerations only.
yeah, because I know 3 people in particular who have said they want to be in the podcast, didn't even watch the podcast.
It's a shame.
So
There are some dedicated people out there.
You're not. Yeah, if you're coming on if we get a flamingo DM. Rapid fire questions. You
All
ready?
right. What's your guilty pleasure song?
Love story, Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Are we doing one piece? Or?
Yeah, we'll do one at a time. Most overpowered weapon in any video game ever.
Any video game ever. Does the Spirit Bomb from Dragon Ball Z count?
I've never once touched
It's-
Dragon
it's-
Ball Z. With
Well, we're
a
gonna
kid.
count that.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
We're gonna count that.
Give us your best pickup line.
It's a little too late for coffee.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Red Rush, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. If you could choose one Disney princess to be, who would you choose?
Like, wait, is this question
Moana.
like play in a live action?
Moana.
If he
Be
can
the best
act as a
life of
live
this
action?
princess.
Okay.
Moana?
Yeah, easy.
Okay. These are a lot more.
Hold
rapid.
on. Give me another one. She's like an islander,
No.
not technically she's technically
She's
a
a
princess,
princess.
but I want like an elegant princess. Who would you choose?
I'm slightly tired, so give me Sleeping Beauty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you look either?
We'll talk about this post-podcast.
Yeah. Who's your least favorite sports analyst out there?
Least favorite sports analyst. You, Max Kellerman.
Jacob's a big Max Kellerman guy.
Yeah.
I am, yeah. All right. We got a little would you rather here. Would you rather get dropped into a jungle and have to fight a gorilla once a year, or every time you open your car door you get attacked by a rooster?
That's an easy question. Give me the rooster. I'm
Okay.
gonna die.
Are you taking down the rooster, or are you...
It doesn't matter.
What if you don't die to the gorilla? He just beats you like you break your leg.
That's pretty bad. I can ride the bus. Like bus is an option.
No, any
hate you.
No, any
you
door.
just have
Any
Yeah.
door. It's
Can
not
I-
just a car.
Can I bring a weapon with me at all times?
Yes. Sure.
Then
Yeah.
give me the rooster.
All right.
Easy. Dude, a gorilla? Are we kidding? I wouldn't do a gorilla every 50 years. So give me the rooster.
All right, the three of us didn't discuss this, but let's give them three more off the top of our heads.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
We might be here.
Or do you want to give us some?
I don't have any for you.
No, you actually. Brett's gonna think of one random rapid fire question, and the three of us are gonna answer it.
All right. What college football player in the history of college football would have made the most NIL money?
All right, bro was just ready for this.
The glorious Tim Tebow is up there on the wall.
Tim Tebow.
Do I need to help you out?
Well, we have some options here.
I
You
mean,
know,
Manziel-
some already did get money and they got
Manziel kinda
punished for it,
cheated.
and they got things taken away, like the Heisman taken away, and the NCAA folded and they gave it back to him. I don't think they should have folded. They should have stuck to what they stood with at the beginning and stuck to their rules. You know.
What do you have against Reggie?
Well, first of all, he's a Saints running back,
This is
but
true.
I just think the NCAA should have stuck to their guns. You know, they folded under the pressure of the social media, and that's.
I'm the biggest NCAA fan. I'm a fan of the NCAA.
Even like the conference realignment.
I just like when people get upset at them, and it's funny.
If I had to guess, Johnny Manziel.
I
That's
think
what I'm saying.
NIL with NIL.
Yeah, that's not the answer to the question.
I think with NIL there would be all these stars would be on different teams, perhaps. So I don't.
That's not an
You
answer.
can't avoid
Yeah,
the
you're
question.
right.
Okay, we got
no.
Johnny Manziel, Tim Tebow.
I'm going Tim, yeah. Or Bo Jackson.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to steal one, but Johnny Manziel or
Okay.
Cam Newton potentially.
Yeah.
I like what you did there, stealing Cam Newton.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Yeah,
No,
that's-
I'm going to go with Cam Newton. Yeah. Well, all right. That'll do it for
Yeah.
Thank you.
for Brett's questions. We want to thank you. Not a lot, just barely thank
Just a
you.
little bit.
2 claps from me exactly. For coming on. You were by far the least excited of any guest that we will ever have. What do you say?
What do I say?
Yeah.
What about Brett?
Just about anything, Jacob.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Thank you to the, what's our organization that we have support from? Foster Care.
We do not have
Staff.
support.
We don't
from
have
staff.
support from them.
Oh,
We
we're
have
just,
support
we're just
from
shouting out
Kyle.
staff.
No, we don't.
Oh, Kyle. No, we can't.
We have support from no one.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Yes,
This is the segment.
Cohen.
This is the segment.
Yeah, you go ahead and explain.
This is a chance for you. We need some sponsors, so feel free. If you're looking to get into the sponsorship, we have openings.
Literally anything helps. Seriously, guys.
Anything. We'll shout you out every
I'll-
I mean,
we'll give
you'll
you-
get hundreds of millions of followers if you just sponsor us.
Yeah,
So
Case and J14 on Venmo or
J Houston 05.
or
Brett doesn't get anything.
Cohen 103.
or even
That's not We're not plugging
that's fair. That's fair. All right.
Anyways, thanks for listening to the pod. Leave the comments. That was bad. Leave something in the comments for us, and we'll see you guys next time.